Yes, yes, yes. You see it. Robert Downey Jr. adorning the green. Of course, it's not the official, but it is official. It's not the official suit, but it is the official. Robert Downey Jr. is riding the green. And before we get started, we're going to show a little bit of Comic Con to show the reaction of the people. Then we're going to get, of course, I got Munray's thoughts on this. Let's see what we're talking about. Of course, as y'all saw, we do have the one and only Robert Downey Jr. As they have stated, not a variant of Tony Stark, but a variant of Tony Stark. And Victor Von Doom, officially they addressed the answer because people were confused. If he was just Tony Stark who was just going to become Doctor Doom. But it is Victor Von Doom who happens to just have the same face as Tony Stark and Avengers, the first Avengers before Secret Wars have changed from Kang Wars to Doomsday officially, in which we will show right here. And then we're going to get Monte's thoughts right here. As y'all can see, it's changed from Secret Wars and Kang, meaning if they was going to get rid of Jonathan Majors for somebody, they had to do it. And I think we finally got the movie announced because they did change from Kang Wars to Doomsday. Monte, your initial reaction. As y'all can see, I'm in the all green.
Bro, this is shocking. I just you can't really. It's hard to wrap my it was hard to wrap my head around. Like, wait, Robert Downey Jr., the one who said he was done with the MCU after 14 years, is coming back, but not even as Iron Man or Superior Iron Man like we thought in like Strange 2 or something. Well, he's coming back as Doom. So basically, one of the big three of the protagonists is going to come back as an antagonist. That in itself alone is wild to me. And I think the only way it can make sense is if you bring him back, like you said, as a variant that just went rogue. Like, no, the good one, the sacred timeline version of Tony Stark was the good Iron Man. And for some reason, we got an errant timeline one that became Doom and just crossed over. I think that's the only way you. Which
But Monte, the shot when Peter Parker sees Doom's face. You can do a story off that. You can do a story. Peter gonna be shook. He's gonna be destroyed. He gonna be like, "You
bro,
are who?"
Peter gonna be shook. Rhodey gonna be shook. Falcon gonna be shook. Thor gonna be shook. Because like there are still people that know Tony. They're all gonna be shook.
You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. I saw a lot of people. Monte. I saw a lot of people saying that. Listen, I don't know if this is gonna be. I don't know how I feel about this. I think you have the chance doing this because Doom been a hard character to do for most people. But because we were like, how they gonna introduce Doom if he looks just like Tony Stark? That's an easy introduction because the Avengers gonna be like, what the fuck?
The thing about it, why I can wrap my head now
Yeah.
is the timing is wonderful because they did it right after Deadpool, and Deadpool showed you can have a version of a
Henry
character
Cavill.
and just go get another version of that character. And so they just did it with Wolverine. Wolverine was dead. Like he's Logan, he was dead. They approved that, and they just went and got another one. And to be fair, by the end, like, spoilers if you haven't, seen Deadpool. I'm going to spoil something for you. So in the movie Deadpool, officially based off of the Fox movie Logan, Old Man Logan did die. But what Deadpool decided to do, because the Sacred Timeline needed Wolverine, and they specifically said this: Wolverine for the Sacred Timeline is an anchor character. Or basically a character to where if this character dies, your timeline is screwed. Like he's that important to your timeline. And for the sacred timeline that we are in the MCU, that person is Logan. So when Logan died, the timeline was screwed. But Deadpool literally went and got another one from another timeline, and he is here. And they even confirmed in the movie, oh, your timeline is now growing again because he's here. So now they've shown you can go get another variant of a character and bring him here, and it'll work. So they need to just make the most sense for whatever reason. A variant of Iron Man is just gonna be Doom, and he's gonna pop over. Now, in what movie, where, when, and why? I got no clue. I expect an answer from the Fantastic Four because that is their villain. So I expect somewhere in that line,
And
you're
they
gonna
start
see,
filming tomorrow. They
like,
start filming this movie tomorrow. It officially starts filming
which
tomorrow.
means they got the plan and the lock. I mean, they already announced Doomsday, so of course they got the plan of how to get him in. But that means they got a way for him to get here. For me, this is the movie that has to explain how you give me a variant of Doctor Doom. And it's why, because this movie is in like what, the 60s or something.
Yeah,
So
it's another timeline from the 60s, apparently, which I didn't like. But if you bring me Iron Man, Victor Von Doom styles, Tony Stark, I can see how that can work in this movie because you would need a different version of Iron Man, so they can't be in the same universe. But they all end up somehow. If y'all know what Secret War is about, everyone ends up being in the same universe. So because
yeah, by the end of it, they do. It's just like I said, it's wild, but like
well, the first one, not the second one. The
when
second.
you look at the which is crazy when you look at his reveal, like a ton of Robert Downey Jr., he looks like Doom. Like he's aged a bit,
Yeah,
naturally.
he went
It
gray.
works for him because he looks like Doom. It's wild. He looks the part. Like just neutrally. Like, of course he looks like Iron Man, whatever. If you look at him in that reveal picture, he looks like Doom. Like the little bit of gray in his face, yeah, like the little bit of gray in that. He looks like Victor Von Doom. And it's bonkers. It's like it's bonkers that he looks the part. He shouldn't look the part, but he
Like
looks the part.
yo, Robert Downey Jr. To be Iron Man and to revive the Marvel. Because if people don't know, I know a lot of people like Disney run Marvel. Listen, Marvel was dead. They sold off everything. The only things they had was Captain America and Iron Man. And Disney literally only could use because they couldn't use Hulk because Hulk was owned by Universal unless they had an agreement. They couldn't use the Fantastic Four. They couldn't use X-Men. They had to use Captain America, Iron Man, and the people that was less popular. And Robert Downey Jr. literally bring it back with Disney and Marvel, with MCU. And now, when at their lowest, Monte, all of a sudden the best actor they had, Kang, all of a sudden, Monte, was fired. What do they do now with a streak they had? Let's have a good movie, a great movie with Deadpool that people love, and then let's bring out Robert Downey Jr. to be doomed to take over Kang part.
I mean, it to me it's crazy. Like, and the thing about Marvel is steady. No, they had a little bit of decline. I think it's fair to say, because most things like you alluded to, they took out like a lot of their most popular characters. Had to retire, leave the series, all that kind of stuff. So they had to go on with some secondary characters, a bunch of new introductions, stuff like that. And it's now that people are actually saying, it might be back. And it's crazy that you say the MCU might be back with returning characters like Deadpool, a long loved character from Fox. He coming back. Wolverine, Hugh Jackman. Oh my God, Hugh Jackman coming back.
Monte, not just the actors, the writers, the Russo brothers back for Secret War.
No, I
Not
said,
only the Russo brothers, the guy who wrote Infinity War, who was left Marvel and said he was like might be done, is writing Doomsday and Secret. They went and brought them back. They're like, no, fellas, let's bring them back. Let's
but
bring everybody back.
that shows me something, which is crazy. That it told me two things. One, money talks. Like they just keep it a being. Because if we really gonna look at that, we'll probably never know these figures. No, or most likely we won't know. But if they're able to announce the figures of money that they had to shell out to the Russo brothers and RDJ to get them to walk back into this set, not even just them, Hugh Jackman too, because Hugh Jackman was done.
He said, "I'm never doing it."
He said he was done. Hugh Jackman said he was done. Now, not only is he back, he probably is going to be in further movies because his characters are part of the MCU. He's chilling with Deadpool. Like, they chilling. Like, he lives with them. So, like, well, maybe not live with him, but I honestly think they live. I think he lives with him. Like, I think at the end of the movie, he said, hey, you can move with me in this crazy old blind bat. So, he's possibly living with Deadpool, but regardless, he's here. And they have confirmed that money talks because these characters who said they were done are back. Chris Evans came back in freaking Deadpool, and he was done. So it's just like, bro, one, it tells me money talks. Like it just flat out tells me money talks. Like, money will talk, and make you change your mind in a lot of situations you thought you was doing. That's one thing. Two, the better thing they taught me that this is showing me is that Disney cares about the MCU. They care about Marvel. They care about the property
Way
because
better than Star Wars.
they care about it. Now, Star Wars is a different thing, but they care about it because it shows like, hey, when they saw a decline happening due to some decisions, they instantly changed those decisions. When they went from, Bob Iger
From
saying,
Bob Chapek to Bob Iger back. Bob
yeah,
Iger.
when they
By the
went
way,
to, oh,
Deadpool was the first full Bob Iger movie that Bob Chapek didn't have nothing to do with. So.
and it hit. But like, like Zelle was saying that when the movies were restricted to have to be 2 hours or less, and they had mistakes in that, they changed that back. When they had issues of, decline in movies and shows, all right, cool, change over the directors. Let's go back to what made it work. Get these actors back. When we had an actor,
Eternals 2 been canceled too, so they like, yeah, they didn't work.
they listen to feedback. They're like, no, we ain't trying to go back to that. So they got rid of some stuff. They bringing back older movies and older characters. They brought back in Blade. You have a Blade movie. They brought back in Wesley Snipes. They brought back in Chris Evans. They like, look, we will pay you money, but we trying to save this ship. Not even save ship. I mean, it ain't like the MCU was doing horrible, but it was on the decline. Like, no, it wasn't as every movie was pristine and great. Like some of the movies was a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, they do way more than most movies because we praise a movie that do 300 million right now, and they'll do 700 million like failure. You didn't do a
Yeah.
billion.
So we have to look at like the movies were basically like up and down, but it wasn't like consistently great. And they're like, bro, we trying to get back to where the MCU can be talked about as like possibly the greatest movie franchise in history. And so far they actually on their way of doing it. So if they haven't already, depending on like what you think about Star Wars and a couple of things. But they're on their way to possibly making that a thing. And so they're showing like they care about the product. Like we're willing to shell out money to get these actors back in here for a couple of movies, times, everything. And it's crazy that they're willing to do this just to show, like, hey, one, we want to make money, but two, we're willing to shell out money for the product that people love. Like Disney is not heartless. That's what they show me. They're not heartless. They're not like, oh, we just put out subpar stuff. No, we want to put out pristine stuff that we can be proud of, that people love, and we're willing to shell out the bands. And I say shell out the band, bro. I'm sorry. Most of these other actors and everything was one thing. The amount of money you would have had to pay RDJ to step back into a role in Marvel is bonkers, considering how much he's already made over 14 years. That man said he was done. His character died in Marvel, had probably the most glorious death in MCU. He was done. This man Ben said he was done. The amount of money they had to shell out to RDJ to get him to step back in, not only is just like a regular cameo role, no, he is the main antagonist for an Avengers movie. That is bonkers. That showed Disney like, bro, we serious. We need to get you back up in here because one, you probably like one of the few actors that we feel is a guaranteed hit for this, and just the turntables that's gonna have people talking like Robert Downey Jr. is back as Doom, bro. They've been talked about for a week. And this is in the midst of Deadpool 3, dang near breaking records. This is in the midst of that movie. They're like, what? Hey, go ahead and sprinkle this out right quick so we can let them know, hey, Avengers is gonna be fine. We may not have no Kang. Shout out to Jonathan Majors. Unfortunately, I'm sorry, the opportunity was lost due to some stuff. In personal life, I'm really sorry that happened. I hate to see it. I'll be able to recover from it. But
he do got a new movie out. Come shout out to him. By the way, By the way, when people say assault, it was the little misdemeanor. When I know people like to say he feeling this, no, he didn't. I know it's a lot of reckless reporting out there. He got the misdemeanors in which he pushed her back in the car, not the full on assault she claimed. I just want people to rectify that because I don't want to be the thing like, oh, he had the incident. I just want to clarify for the people who might not know. And I do hope we do get a Kang version sometime in the future.
Who knows? At this point, they got to write out, which probably ain't gonna be too hard. They just got to write out the Legion of Kang some kind of way. I mean, they might even just.
They do got a story of Doom taking over Kang's spot. So if you have to do it in a way,
might do that. Well, I mean,
what's Secret War? But
now this makes. I really think even though they got like about 4 movies, depending on if Blade is really gonna be pushed back next year or not. Even with
they announced that today. I think they announced it's pushed back. They don't have a director right now, so it's kind of.
I think it's just rumors that it might be pushed back. But not counting Blade, they still have 3 movies to come out next year. This announcement just made Fantastic Four probably the most mysterious and sought after movie of the MCU currently. Like, because the amount of stuff that has to be wrapped around this movie is gonna be crazy. Just how they're gonna pull out the Fantastic Four after two failed attempts from Fox. Robert Downey Jr. being the main antagonist of the Fantastic Four, showing that they have to have some kind of link to him in that movie. That movie being in the 1960s, so it's a prequel to a lot of stuff that's happened. And prequels in the MCU have already been a bit of a struggle. We saw what happened with like Captain Marvel. So that movie is gonna have such a mysterious aura and just theory crafting on it. Bro, matter of fact, wait till the
We
first.
probably got 3 videos of theory craft because I got like a bunch of.
Like the theory crafting is now because of this. The theory crafting that's gonna be on the MCU and the Fantastic Four as a whole is about to be insane. Because it's just like he has to be a variant. Like we in the multiverse thing, we just went over to the mutants saga. That's cool. He has to be a variant. He has to be a variant. And it's crazy that we literally gonna have an evil variant of him. Spider-Man is gonna be like
That's the scene I can't
already
wait.
lost everything. When that man has to look dead in Robert Downey Jr.'s face and have to try to put him down, bro. Oh my freak! Like
I might cry. I might cry when he do it because you know how they emphasize it too.
But
the scene from Infinity War. I don't feel good, Mr. Stark. And now,
it's crazy.
doing it and say I don't feel good, Peter. I'm like,
It's crazy. Like you have to look at how crazy this is. That this move is probably like the last move anybody thought that the MCU and Disney would do, and yet the move is pretty much ingenious because the interaction between them and certain people is. I'm saying you are not gonna be able to tell.
You can plug him in easily as a variant and plug him in and have a shock factor to him. It's like if just imagine if you put another actor, Doctor Doom from another universe, and just put him there. They'd be like, I don't know who this dude is. If he's fucking
like a variant,
it's actually brilliant.
Like the timing is amazing because they just showed in this movie that you can pull a variant from nowhere and just be fine. Like you can pull a variant, and if you do it right, you're fine. You can pull a variant.
Chris Evans is 2 characters in the MCU officially now.
Yeah, Evans got 2 of them in the MCU now, except one of them dead, so he must fine.
Both technically did, but
they pulled a variant in Wolverine fine. They already showed in Loki that variants are a thing and can affect full timelines.
Man, Loki.
Like Loki showed that, and Deadpool reinforced that you can have a variant pop out and be fine. You can have a variant. You can bring them to the main MCU. You could redo. They showed variants are a thing. So it's like now,
different looking variants.
You really look at it in your mind. Is it really super hard to grasp? Start going evil and just going on some kind of mechanical technological rampage,
or he can just like.
It's not.
But we also seen Chris Evans, Deadpool, like it's Captain America, and he wasn't. He was another character completely, which means the same looking person can be a whole other character in MCU. That made official, like having this a day after officially, after you just showed that it can happen. Chris Evans can be 2 different people. Why come Robert Downey Jr. couldn't be 2 different people?
It's bro, this is bonkers. I'm telling you, this move is ingenious because you just added so much theory crafting to Phase 5 in and of itself. You announced you re-announced the 2 Avengers movies. Now it's gonna be Doomsday. So now Robert Downey Jr. is gonna be like enthralled in a major struggle with the Avengers. Bruh, Rhodey is not gonna know what to do, bro. Rhodey getting that.
Bro, shot to this
down, bro. I'm telling you, Rhodey ain't gonna know what to do. Spider-Man flat out might not even fight him because he be like, bro, I can't fight him. He might not even fight him at all. Like literally, Tom Holland might be like, bro, I can't fight him. I can't fight him, bro. I can't do it. Like that man gave me everything.
Oh, that set up a good storyline too.
He can't fight him. Thor's not gonna want to fight him. Rhodey gonna be struggling to do anything. Rhodey already.
It's not gonna be left to the new ones, right? It's gonna be left to the.
Rhodey already tripping off of the stuff that happened in Secret Invasion. Rhodey just got back. Rhodey gonna be tripping. He ain't gonna want to fight him. Fury gonna be blocked. Fury gonna be like, what the fuck? Fury gonna blow. This gonna blow Fury mind. Fury gonna be like, bro, what am I supposed to do with this? And don't let it be like because the backstory of this variant. I'm calling him a variant because that's the only thing in the story that's gonna make sense. I'm calling him a variant flat out. It
is a story where Doom took over his body, but I don't think his body is destroyed. So I don't think
the backstory of this Doom is gonna be so important. Like, don't let it be something like just theory crafting for a little bit. Don't let it be something like Civil War happened, but but Iron Man won. And so because he won, the government he found out the government was corrupt and decided to take over himself. The next thing you know, he became Doom. It was Doom of the United States. And he's like, you know what? I got crossed over to here. And he's like, oh, I'm letting y'all know heroes and everything now. That y'all ain't the way to go. Y'all gonna have to be subjugated. They ain't being subjugated. Well, I'll do it myself. Then. I'm the boy.
But
You
I
got
said,
to worry on Latvia. You got to worry
yeah,
about that boy. Not in
yeah,
this Doom. Oh boy.
yeah. Listen, I love this statement by the first. You can live with your own fate when it bring you back to me. Hey, this is how the MCU started. For anybody that don't know, this is how it
Yeah.
started. And this is where it's at now. Same pose and everything.
They're like, bruh, we
Which
need to
means I think this
revive
is
the
gonna be
MCU.
like a direct thing. I think they're gonna implement because he did the same exact pose. It's the exact same pose when he came as Iron Man the first time. This is literally the beginning of the movie of Iron Man 1. When he
Bro, I'm
shows the
telling
bombs
you,
and
do not. If they let this variant of Doom be like a version of Iron Man that just went wrong, like Civil War happened and he ended up killing, like let's say Civil War happened, he ended up killing Cap, and just got more and more corrupted after a while. Don't do it. They're both gonna be like, hey, Civil War, you got corrupted from Civil War, it was over with, or something from like Age of
it don't
Ultron.
really, it can still do your story, but also
I
it
do
can
a
be
lot.
Victor Von Doom. It can still be Victor Von Doom with the
Yeah, he
same
can be
pose.
Big Von Doom taking over. He could be Ultron taking over his body as a rogue entrance of Age of Ultron. It's a lot of routes they can do. All I know, this man is a variant of Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. That face, there's gonna be a couple people that's gonna be thrown out. The one when Spider-Man first look at him, bro,
That's the one everybody looking forward to.
and we
Tom
already know
Holland.
Spider-Man gonna have, but Spider-Man already has a symbiote on
They
his,
made a whole movie about this.
like Spider-Man already got a symbiote on his way. He got this coming with too, bruh.
He cried the whole movie, Monte, about being Iron Man. I'm not. I don't know what to do, Mister Stark, without you. now you got to deal with this.
Oh, you gotta look at Spider-Man ain't got nothing right now. He finna have a symbiote pop.
Nobody remembers him.
And now this man finna roll up and be like, Mr. Stark. Who is Stark? Rip. Oh no. Oh no. Boy, I'm telling you, if they can get Tom Holland to shed a tear off seeing Stark's face, but that movie will make billions.
He
That
already
movie will
did
make billions.
Infinity War when I don't feel well, Mr. Stark. That's like the most known scene in MCU.
That movie will make if you can have Tom Holland shed a tear off of seeing Robert Downey Jr.'s face trying to kill him, bro, you'll sell billions. That movie will sell billions. That movie might outdo. Like this is the theory craft you can make now. Is it possible that in Avengers Doomsday could possibly do better than Infinity War? That was something unconceivable about 3-4 months ago.
Endgame
Now,
was it. Yes.
now it is very possible.
I'm gonna tell you the truth. I watched the Fantastic Four grouping and I liked it, but not, and it was a must watch for me. But now it's a must watch.
Now,
If it make $1 billion the first week, I wouldn't even be shocked how many people curious about how
like,
they're gonna add Robert Downey Jr.
I really think like
Even if you don't like the movie, because I've seen a lot of people say they don't like the movie. Like, I don't know if I like this, but I guarantee you one thing: you gonna fucking watch Fantastic Four to see how they implement.
Are you talking about they didn't like the original Fantastic Four movies?
No, they said they didn't like the idea of it. It's a lot of people on Twitter going around saying I don't like this because I remember him as Tony Stark. And so it's gonna be hard for me to give him the Doom. But I'm telling you, the one thing about it, even if you don't like it, this is how brilliant this movie is. Fantastic Four, when this come out?
It's like midway through next year.
Yes. I guarantee we're gonna watch it. And it begins filming tomorrow, which makes it beautiful. It starts filming tomorrow. That means if Robert Downey Jr., they just now probably finished the script and like, hey, Robert Downey Jr., you showing up in time to get to work.
Yeah, they probably got everything finalized now. Like, okay,
Yeah.
we know how he's gonna show. We got the script in the writing. We know the plan that we're gonna do.
We're gonna watch this movie. I ain't gonna lie, this is probably my most excited I've been for a movie since Endgame.
Yeah, it comes out literally a year from now.
This is my most excited movie since Endgame.
That's when Fantastic Four comes, July 25th. Literally a year from now.
July is always their biggest. July usually be their biggest movie month. November, July.
They're not stupid. They planned all of this, bro. The timing for everything is too good. They plan to. A variant of Tony Stark most likely is the way they're gonna have him to be doomed. Oh, well, let's have a Deadpool movie that's literally showing us pulling a variant from Fox and having him come over here. Man, Because most likely the theory that makes the most sense is that the Logan that we have now is the one from um Wolverine Origins, and it's like, bro, this is wild. Like they
Oh
just
yeah, they did show the highlights of his memories, and that was the origin.
yeah, it's like so most likely
The one we kind of didn't
bro,
like as much as the other one.
this is crazy.
The one
Like
with the weird Deadpool.
this now just made
The
this
one
now
with the
just
weird
made
Deadpool.
Fantastic Four possibly the
Most part.
leading movie to Avengers Doomsday. This is crazy. Fantastic Four literally is gonna be probably the most anticipated movie of the entire MCU, like phase 4 and 5, like that on that shit. Like not
Only
really
movie I ever wanted to see. Only movie I ever wanted to see more was Endgame because Infinity War was so damn good.
it's
So
like it's like
this,
it's like story
yeah,
wise, I'm saying. Not like,
yeah,
anticipate, like
yeah.
No Way Home was really big. So I'm not talking about that. Like story wise, Fantastic Four is probably gonna be the most anticipated movie of this current iteration of the MCU
Might be
multiverse.
mine ever
Because
for sure.
now it's just like, bro, we know he's doomed. Y'all gonna have to show us how y'all got him here to this extent. Because he signed for 2 movies. It never said which 2 he's in. You just know Avengers Doomsday is one. They never said what the other movie he's in. It could be, Secret Wars is possible, but it could be something else. He could be in this movie. They just say he signed for 2 movies. Never said what the other one is. So now it's theory crafting off of what else he gonna be in. If he pops out as a variant at the end of this movie, it's like, bro. But like either way, Fantastic Four is gonna have to show how Doom has to be a part of it. Now it's just like, how did y'all get Doom to this? How did he become a
And I
variant?
think that, like I said, we done said they playing this Fantastic Four film. Start filming literally tomorrow. That's the craziest thing.
It's
This
like,
was
okay, we're gonna have Doom Day. We're gonna have a Deadpool release. Comic Con, we're gonna announce that he's Doom. We're gonna start recording the next day because we got the script. Bro,
And
this
we got like the most famous Disney star. What's his name is Mr. Fantastic. Even though I don't know how I feel
matter of
about it,
fact,
but he's
they
one of the
might
most famous Disney stars. There.
they might have had this plan for a while because, like, literally,
I think they probably switched when Kane got in trouble because
no, no, I'm
like
saying that.
Deadpool because he got in trouble right before Deadpool started filming.
No, I'm talking about like the release dates and stuff because
Oh,
it's not a cool, bro. The Fantastic Four comes out a year from now. It comes out a year from Thursday. Like that, it's not. This is not like it ain't talking about theory crap, bro. They're not stupid. A year from Thursday on the 25th. The 25th of July is when Fantastic Four come out. But they're not stupid. They did this on purpose. They're like, okay, cool. A year from now, this is what you're gonna expect. We finna build up the bro. When I tell you, I don't know when, because they just not finna start filming it. They just not finna start filming it. To be fair, they just but that he looks the part. He looks. You cannot tell me he don't fit the part of freaking Doom with the gray in his hair. The gray and the extra wrinkles, like not much, but like he aged relatively well. But the gray and the extra wrinkles literally make him look like Doom, and it's crazy. He looks like Doom. Like and Zell can tell me if I'm wrong. Zell can tell me if I'm wrong because he reads comics. So you can pull up a picture of Doom and you can't tell me Robert Downey Jr. looks the
you can.
part.
Robert Downey Jr. has so much aura in the MCU. They changed Iron Man to look like him.
But
So when we change Doom to look like him too.
but what I was saying was bro, can you imagine the buzz that's finna go down on that first Fantastic Four trailer?
The excitement for the.
That buzz
I,
gonna be crazy.
I think they also kind of knew that people's like Fantastic Four them failed so many times we don't know. But when you add Robert Downey Jr. to the mix, and they, by the way, this ain't an announcement. This is something you usually might want to surprise people with. But they're like, no, we announcing the movie. We're announcing who is in it at Comic Con. And they said they're supposed to have another announcement in September or November when what's the name? They're supposed to be just as big. So I want to listen, Bob. I told y'all a long time ago. I've been telling y'all, Bob Chapek was ass. Monte, how long I've been saying this?
What?
Bob Chapek just trying to put out as many movies he can to make as much money as he can. When I said they hired Bob, I got like, listen, things gonna change around here. We ain't had a Disney Plus show in so long. Since Echo was just random, but they had that done. They said Echo was done 3 years before, 3 years
Echo's
ago.
on now. We finna get Actor coming out with a Covenant of Chaos. I don't know how that's gonna go.
And I actually like the way it looked, even though I don't even think I think Iger came like halfway between it. But like I said, Iger so far,
Like, what other announcement is gonna be big like this? Like, you bringing Apocalypse back or something? Like, what else is gonna be big like this?
I think it probably be X-Men.
I mean, it could be something you relate. Cause like I said, officially,
It's gonna be X-Men.
they did say Deadpool starts the mutant saga. So I mean, it might be something mutant related.
I think it'd be
No,
something. I think it'd be mutants. Yeah.
this is crazy. It's
Who
crazy.
will be the new Cyclops and all that? Probably what they announced there.
It's crazy, boy.
Because you know
I mean, yeah,
that's the most
they
popular.
gotta have the X-Men movie with new Cyclops, new Jean Grey, new
And I
Rogue.
think they announced all the movies right for for phase 4 and 5.
Yeah, they announced all of those. Like, we got pretty
So
much.
it'll probably be mutants.
If you're gonna delay Blade, that just means if you're gonna delay Blade to be right before Doomsday, or Blade just isn't gonna have anything to do with Doomsday. I don't know which one they're gonna do. I'm
I don't
more
think Blade. I think Blade is going. According to everybody, Blade is doing with the Midnight Suns. So Midnight Suns is more the Ghost Rider. So they'll probably get a Ghost Rider when the Suns come out. So
so
I don't think they in a hurry because Blade it's Blade, the Black Knight, the Werewolf by Night, all them making Midnight Suns, and they got their own little story offset from that. They got more of a horror story that goes on more so than what's the name. So I don't think they're gonna have to do it with the multiverse, but
it's crazy. Well, I can say, bro, this crazy. They got me. They got a lot of people with this one, but just like nobody would have ever predicted RDJ coming back, and then not only coming back, bro, you the antagonist. You Doom? Who decided on this? Because like I said, whoever decided on this, bro, you are a genius. Because this move, bro, Peter gonna be shook. Peter's gonna be shook. Peter gonna be shook. I pray. Matter of fact, I pray. Like, listen to me, Disney. I don't care if you ain't done this yet, if you ain't wrote this in yet or nothing. I need y'all to go get I forgot her name. Pepper. Go get Pepper.
who they gonna hurt too?
Go get Pepper, and she needs to be in that movie. Pepper got to see him, bro. Pepper got to go. She got a suit. You can't act like she ain't got no suit. She got the dang blue suit she used from Infinity War. It's a few years later. Go get Pepper, and just all you need is just Pepper to look at him one time, bro. You just need Pepper, please. Like, for all I know, they could do it where it was like, Iron Man. I don't know why I really think something. I don't know why I think that variant got something to do with Civil War. I really don't. But they could be like, oh, Civil War happened. Cap went rogue and Pepper ended up getting killed. And next thing you know, he wasn't the same, and he decided to go and isolate himself in Latvia somewhere. He came back up as Doom, trying to take over everybody.
They can do a lot. That's the thing
I
about
said,
it.
the theory crafting now, boy, they just opened up the can of worms of theory crafting, bro. This is gonna get wild. Like,
But
with
like,
this movie and that reveal on the side, like Deadpool 3 with all the variant crap and the X-Men coming over, and that reveal, bro, theory crafting finna be stupid.
I don't think we ever. How we feel about Pascal as Mr. Fantastic? I love him as an actor.
I mean, Mr. Fantastic was always a little bit older, so I'm not really mad at it. You're gonna have the scientist vibe too, because they're not really wasted away the whole everybody's young, doing experiments crap. Like, they're not already wasted that twice. So I'm
And
not
they're
mad
doing Young
at
Avengers at the same time. It's kind of hard to have a young Doctor Mr. Fantastic with the Young Avengers at the same time. Like I'm like, hey, yeah, Yolanda and the new Hawkeye is 18, but Mr. Fantastic 30. I'm like, no, Hawkeye and Mr. Fantastic should be around the same age.
I'm not mad at that. Have an older one. You can have an older Fantastic Four crew. I'm not really
And in
mad.
real life, he ain't old. He just look old. He
Yeah.
is kind of old, but he can play this role for 10, 20 years.
I'm not really mad at it though. I'm cool with it. Relatively speaking, I'm cool with it. It's gonna get it cracking. The aircraft is gonna be wild for a year, but it is what it is.
But they got so much they can do with this.
This
And then we also know Sentry's coming to the Thunderbolts, which
it's gonna be bonkers. Like, bro, these two Avengers movies. It is literally on the table that these two Avengers movies could outdo the previous two, and nobody would have thought that a couple of months ago.
you wouldn't have thought that yesterday. 2 hours ago, you wouldn't have thought that.
Because we didn't know what Avengers 5, yeah, like 2 hours ago,
We didn't even know what this Avengers movie was going to be since Kang was fired. We were like,
he's
what
not
they
lying.
going
Like
to
2 hours
do?
ago, we'd have never thought that. Now, bro, this is crazy. Like, this literally, if they do this right, bro, this could go down as the greatest movie franchise ever done in history. Straight up, from Iron Man 1 to Avengers 6, this could literally go down as the greatest movie franchise in history.
And
Like,
look,
just the greatest movie, the
look what
greatest cinematic
Look who's back.
The greatest cinematic creation in history. Like just that whole run, even including the shows, because the shows are gonna lead into this. The whole thing could go down as the greatest fictional fictional cinematic creation done in history, and that is crazy. You not realize how much money Disney probably already has made to be able to pull this together. You know, hey Russo's, we know y'all ain't want to come back. We can throw some bread at y'all. Come on back for a couple movies. They're like, look, we ain't got time.
Hey, the guy who wrote Infinity War Endgame. I know you said you didn't want to do. You want to do your own horror movie thing. How about you come back?
They're like, man, please stop playing. All right, how about this? Here's a blank check. Write your number on it. He probably, man, just stop playing. How about this?
Mixing him with the Russo brothers gonna be nasty because that dude can write.
He like,
He wrote.
He's like, man, please. How about this? How about this much? You know, just play around with it. And they're like, okay. He's like, wait, y'all serious?
you can pay whatever.
Y'all serious? How many movies you say? Just a couple? Just a couple movies?
Okay, so they had some footage done. We could talk about. They had some footage of the Fantastic Four, apparently.
You're like, a couple movies? Let's see. It's filming 4-3. Okay, reads the scientist. What? He's a science teacher? You know what? I'm not even mad at it. I'm not mad at it. You could do something different than he's a traditional scientist who's doing stuff go wrong. You want to make him a science teacher that's smarter than normal? I'm not even mad at it. Now, retro dating show. Well, yeah. So is he already? So I'm wondering, they already have him transformed as the Thing when the movie starts, or they're gonna do a whole new experiment still. I'm wondering it now.
I think they ain't doing origin stories no more. I think like they Feige said he didn't want to do an origin story for Spider-Man, so they didn't do it. So I think he said he's gonna do the same thing with Fantastic Four. Like older characters, he didn't want to just do origin story.
Anyway, I ain't gonna lie, that just sounds funny. I don't know why. Him, a science teacher, it just makes him. Hey, the whole experiment scientist thing didn't go right. We're just gonna be a Thing. Come on, retro dating show. Why are they on a dating show? He's supposed to be married to Sue. Like they might just do something different.
And we're doing good. And we're doing Galactus, which scares me because I've never seen anyone do Galactus right. But that's scary. But I'm not gonna lie. For all the hate Eternals get, giant creatures, they didn't do bad.
Oh yeah, the Celestials was actually fine.
Especially at the end. At the end when the red one came and held him in his hand and showed the size difference. I'm like, maybe y'all can pull it off.
You know they're still gone, right? You know, like they're still a thing. They're just gone.
We got to figure out.
They're still a thing.
Yeah, I know.
They just canceled Eternals too, but they're still a thing. That means, we're gonna do something with them. We're just not gonna worry about it right now.
Feige said he still got something for him, but it just won't be a movie.
You gotta bring
it could be a special, it could be a TV show.
The little one, the one that doesn't age, she's still on Earth. So I mean, there is proof that they're there. She's still on Earth. They know what happened. But I'm just waiting whenever they decide to bring her back to say, hey, the Eternals got kidnapped by one of the Celestials who's on that bull. They just gotta say that and we cool. Yeah, like them as a science teacher, they just might do like a different origin. Like he's a science teacher, he already got transformed prior to this. I met Sue, and she got powers. And the whole Galactus thing, if they do it as like, trying to hold back Galactus, using the machine to do it while fighting like an avatar of him or something, I won't be mad at that. Of course, you're not gonna fight giant Galactus, the eater of worlds. You're not gonna do that. That's just gonna go horrible. But if they do it like, we know Galactus is coming, and so we fight an avatar of him, and then use the machine to get rid of it, so that he don't come at all. I won't be mad at something like that. Just know you need something interesting for them to fight. But the Fantastic Four was never really known for like amazing fights with their antagonists. They were mostly known as, people to introduce great antagonists. And so, other than Doom and Galactus, there's not really a lot of other stuff that you really just look at the Fantastic Four for. So you can use them as an origin story to link up bigger antagonists, just have them fight a little thing. You might even make the show the movie a bit more funny and lighthearted to get the introduction of stuff in there. I'm not mad at that. 1960s, he's a science teacher, bro. That already made me laugh. I was like, I don't know why that made me laugh, but cool. I'm with it. So, oh yeah, of course. Like,
it's delayed though, so we don't know when it's gonna be. Blade did make a joke about I'm the only. They've been 4 or 5 Punishers. Which one is it?
I mean, he had got to be R-rated. They had no choice.
It's gonna be all right. And by the way, I like the what's that? But this is
It's wild, bro. It's wild.
it is.
The MCU, I think we can say now. We was treading the water only after Deadpool. We can officially say it. The MCU is back. We can say the MCU is back. We can say it officially now. We were treading water with just Deadpool. We can officially say the MCU is back now.
Yeah. And they said Captain America got going away from what it was going to and gonna be back to like the Winter Soldier style. That was Bob Iger promised. Like, listen, we're going Winter Soldier. We not, which I felt like when I watched, even in the previews of Deadpool, the Harrison Ford thing, I'm like, it felt more like this, like your team is compromised, but do you even care? So now we don't even know he's the Red Hulk, he's the villain, is he the full villain?
Underground and be compromised. Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, so we don't know about that. Then all of a sudden, the Sentry, how they gonna do that story with the Sentry? Because they got a cool story they can do with Sentry with the Thunderbolts. Because you really don't care about Thunderbolt, but if you
Man,
implement that Sentry,
that's crazy that next year's movies are all like major question marks. Cap 4 with a new Sam Wilson, the Thunderbolts, which is a mystery in of itself, and
how
now
do you
the
use the
Fantastic
Sentry
Four,
too? That's what I want to do. What you want
and
to
now
do?
the Fantastic Four with possibly Robert Downey Jr.'s first appearance as Doom. Bro, those next year, MCU wise, oh my gosh, it's gonna be crazy.
I think they just made $1 billion on the movie that we might not know if they made $1 billion. Because I guarantee you, we watching. We want to see Robert Downey Jr. how he gonna implement it. Even if you like, I don't like this movie, you gonna watch to see. Because this man, let's be honest, Kevin Feige and Robert Downey Jr. made the MCU.
Bro, can you imagine?
Marvel was dead, I don't think people understand. Marvel was
No.
dying. They were dead. They weren't even dying. They were almost gone. They sold everything because they were dying so bad. And this man literally, Disney bought them, put Kevin Feige in charge from the old X-Men and said, here, Robert Downey Jr. And it just took off.
Can you, bro? It was inconceivable. 4 years ago, we'll say it was inconceivable that we would ever be able to have Tom Holland as Spider-Man, or we'll say Tom Holland, Robert Downey Jr., Ryan Reynolds, and Hugh Jackman as heroes in the same movie. Bruh, this is literally on the map now. Like Doomsday literally may have all of them in the same movie.
Tobey Maguire can meet Doomsday.
They all might be in the same movie, bro. They literally
I have 3 Spider-Man looking at Dr. Doom, dog.
Like, I ain't stretching it to Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield.
That's probably they are rumored to be in Secret Wars, not
Secret Wars. I'm saying like Doomsday, bro. Yeah. You literally might get right. Can you imagine Ryan Reynolds and Wolverine and freaking Robert Downey Jr.? Can you imagine that for a second? Because that is on the table. That's on the table. Because any current MCU people are on the table to fight. Because the reason why I say them two specifically, because it is known in the movie Ryan Reynolds wanted to join the Avengers. That is why he went to go see Happy and everything. He wanted to join the Avengers. The Avengers finna have to deal with Doom. It is on the table because Wolverine lives with him, basically. They might fight Doom. Bro, if I see RDJ, Wolverine, Hugh Jackman, and Ryan Reynolds on the same screen, bro, I'm gonna lose my shit. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it, bro. That's my moment right there. I'm losing everything, bro. This is a wrap. I will lose everything. I'm losing. You got me.
I don't even have to see all I need is when Tom Holland. That's the one scene That's the one scene I can't wait for. I don't care nothing. That's the one scene I'm gonna look for the next 3 years. I'm looking at listen. I'm going to every Marvel movie the first day because I don't want no after credits spoiled. So I'm gonna go the first night just so I can see the after credits to see if they put it in after credits.
Bro, Fantastic Four is gonna be. Oh my god! Next year for them movies, next year all question marks. Fantastic Four is gonna be wild. This would be wild.
Bro, we did a whole show and now we had a whole conversation.
Fantastic Four. This is a sad fact, bro. Because of this announcement, Fantastic Four ain't even got to be good.
It don't. It's $1 billion. It's made.
You don't have to be good anymore.
$1 billion made already.
It does not have to be good. All you have to do is show how you get Robert Downey Jr. as a variant in there, and you're fine. It don't have to be good. It don't. All you gotta do is just introduce RDJ as Doctor Doom, and the movie is set. It ain't got to be good at all.
It's $1
I don't
billion.
know who's in charge of marketing and storytelling and decision making in Disney. You just earned your paycheck. That's crazy.
And to do it at Comic-Con. By the way, I don't know if y'all watch. If y'all are coming this late, go watch the beginning of the video when I showed you that pop that man got. That was the
Everybody was just saying no way. They were just like, this, bro. There's just no way that this is real. Yeah, this is real, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Doombots just have a whole nother meaning to me now, because we know that RDJ can make multiple suits autonomous, but now we're gonna have Doombots. But let them Doombots look anything like old Iron Man suits, and I'm done. That man gotta have at least one Iron Man reference somewhere in there, bro. Put on the Doctor Doom suit out of the pacemaker chest thing. Put it on that way. Like, just give. Oh my god, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I was shocked, and like before Deadpool came out, I would have never been able to wrap my head around it. Now that I've seen this, I'm here. I'm here for it, bro.
Like I said, you seen Captain America Brave New World February 14th. I'm looking forward to that now. Thunderbolts May 2nd, 2025. I've been looking for that because I just love the Century. so that's how it makes it for me. Fantastic Four July 25th. Blade is supposed to be November 7th, but it's got delayed. We'll see if they replace it with something. And then there's supposed to be a rumor another movie, but Avengers 5 May 1st.
Yeah, they don't have another movie probably like
February. They got a few of them. They got Armor War still to be determined. Spider-Man 4 is supposed to be determined. Shang-Chi 2 is supposed to be determined.
And of course, it's gonna be pretty important. The movie before,
so it's gonna be movies. And it's gonna be some movies in between.
It's gonna be important because the movie before the Avengers movie is always important. Last year, it was. Last time I can't remember what it was, but before Endgame, it was Captain Marvel. Before Endgame, yeah, it was Captain Marvel before Endgame, I think, or it was for Infinity War, whichever one. Her movie,
and that was an automatic $1 billion too, just because they wanted to see how they implement it. Even if you didn't think it was good, automatic $1 billion.
It's crazy, man. That's all I can say. That's just crazy. They got me.
Vanessa Kirby will, I think she'll be an amazing Sue Storm. But I don't have nothing. Listen, I got the green on. This was shocking. We just came off another show talking about a Deadpool review.
They got me, bro.
And I'm sitting there, and I said, "Hey, you know what, Monte, get back on." That's the first thing I have to get back on.
I cannot believe this, bro. They got me.
I said, somebody said it was comments on Facebook that's like, I don't know if this true or not. I'm like, bro, this is live camera footage from Comic-Con. What you mean you don't know if it's true? That's how shocked people were. That's how shocked people really were. They were like, I don't believe it is. I don't know if this true or not. I'm like, bro, Kevin Feige is sitting right next to Robert Downey Jr.
It's confirmed.
You know what I'm saying? It's real. Holy, listen, I don't know if I talked about Marvel and their happiness in a long time. And like I can feel the difference in what y'all was saying. Cause I'd be like, that movie's been decent. But it wasn't that excitement. And I get it now. I get what everybody was talking about. It ain't that excitement. Even if the movie was good, it wasn't exciting. Now, Fantastic Four got a must see.
The MCU is back.
You know what I'm saying? It's must see. People are excited now. My Twitter is blowing up right now. My Twitter is nothing but Robert Downey Jr. DreamCon is done. All my people that was at DreamCon, now you're talking about DreamCon no more. They talking about San Diego Comic-Con.
It's back. It's back.
People at clubs talking about this.
The MCU is back.
I don't have nothing else. I appreciate y'all. Monte, where can they find you?
Of course, everywhere it says Monray Hudson, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, TikTok, and of course on Make It Make Sense, the podcast on YouTube and on Facebook. Appreciate y'all for watching. The MCU's back, baby.
MCU's back. By the way, we ain't used this one in forever, so I just want to go end it because we gonna get back to this show, First Perspectives, our anime show, whenever. But we gotta grind YouTube first and start making money from YouTube more and more. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, so we can make money and do this a lot more because we got a lot of takes. Monte got a lot of anime takes, but we gotta get out. But we work. So it's harder to work and get all this out and live a normal life. But we're gonna try this is our year. We're gonna try 2025 to get a lot more content. So Fresh Perspective, hopefully it'll be out. And since I'll never get to use this so much, shout out to Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man. Let's use this intro one time since we're gonna use it all year.
I'm a player with E-Kid, creative player beats.